Guys, AC here. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to do a little short video. I was reading an article on Fragrantica yesterday, I believe, when Jeremy basically was saying or talking about his fragrance, and I thought a few ideas popped into my head, and I thought I'll do a little short video. And before I proceed, scent of the day, Acqua di Parma, Colonia, Leather. So, this is what I think. This is quite an important event, if you like. If you think about it, he's just a reviewer like me and you. Not you all, but you know what I mean. He's part of the FragCom. And I know that there have been a couple of instances where a fragrance reviewer has gone on to become a parfumeur or launch a perfume. For example, Kerosene, I believe, is owned by a guy who used to be a fragrance reviewer. But think about it, right? This guy reviews fragrances. He's part of the FragCom. And he is really going to launch a fragrance which is being worked on by one of the biggest names in modern perfumery. It's quite a big event if you think about it. And behind that is this burning ambition. And I'm a big fan of such people, And he's also demonstrated a couple of very good leadership qualities. Number one, I was reading his interview yesterday, and his ambition has a sort of a vision which he was able to relay to the parfumeur. What he said was he gave the parfumeur emotional guidelines and then let the parfumeur work on it. Now, this is very important. It's a very critical leadership quality. When you're leading a team and the team is supposed to come up with something, you have to give them clear guidance and measurement criteria. It really works well. If you're fuzzy, if you do not know what those guidelines are or how you measure the outcome, then your product is going to be equally, fuzzy. So that was a very important thing that struck me. And the second thing that struck me was that he gave a deadline, but he created a vision around that deadline. Everybody could see that. What he did was he said, I want to launch this standing in grass when the May roses are harvested, end of May. And that's very important. Anything without a date is basically an ambition. An ambition with a date is a goal. And when you can give a momentous occasion as a goal, it really embeds that deadline into the person or the team that is working for you. Two very, very good leadership qualities. Now, Jeremy always gets, a lot of abuse. Some of it is his own creation. And some of it is pure old-fashioned jealousy. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't follow Jeremy anymore. I used to, but I do my own stuff now, so it leaves me very little time. And I myself have a very busy career, so it leaves me very little time to go and see other people's reviews. I sometimes can, most times I can't. So his choice of fragrances and my choice of fragrances are like chalk and cheese. Very, very different. I'm in this game for the sheer joy and love of perfumery. Now, why did I do this video? I did it as a fellow sort of FragCom person. I belong to the same community that he does, and he gets a lot of criticism, as I said, because of two reasons. And it's also important to praise a person who is inspiring in his actions. It's very easy to dream, fellas, very easy. But to fulfill that dream takes a lot of balls. And this guy has shown balls. And it touched me, emotionally, it touched me somewhere. That's why I made this video. Now, in terms of his actual fragrance, he's talking about making a freshie. He did a video. I watched that video before I did this. Just wanted to make sure that I understand what he's doing. So it's going to be a freshie, and it will have performance, and he's already field testing it. And the fragrance will be available for pre-booking very soon. It's all good news, and I hope my only, if I can, for lack of a better word, my only expectation for the fragrance is that it also appeals to purists, fragrance enthusiasts. Now, there are two types of fragrance enthusiasts. One is what Jeremy advocates too, and that is people who want a reaction from other people, and that's absolutely fine. There's also another smaller set of people who wear fragrances for the sheer sense of smell, sheer appeal to the sense of smell, like myself. I wear fragrances because I like smell, beautiful, natural smell, complex smell. I'm not expecting it to be a complex fragrance, but I'm also expecting that fragrance to appeal to people like me. So hopefully it turns out that way. And I just wanted to wish Jeremy all the best. This is a beautiful thing that is happening. It'll inspire a lot of people, and I hope a lot of people come out and support him. So if you're watching this, Jeremy, all the very best to you, mate. I hope it turns out beautifully. Take care.